Thank you for choosing Synovision products. Today I will introduce the function and operation of the Brain Perfusion Analysis (BPA) application plugin. The purpose of using this plugin is to analyze and evaluate the blood supply of the brain, make a diagnosis based on the analysis parameters, and guide clinical treatment. It is a functional application of the CT. Now let me demonstrate the specific operations below. Select the brain perfusion scan exam from the patient management. Click the right mouse button. Select Add Process in the drop-down menu, and click Brain Perfusion. Or we can enter the Brain Perfusion Analysis interface by clicking the BPA icon in the System Function Switch panel at the lower right corner. After entering the BPA interface, we first see a pop-up box with a reminder message. The application results should not be used as a sole basis for diagnosis. Please carefully examine the data before performing the brain perfusion analysis. For more details, see the operation manual. We click OK to confirm, or the close window icon to close the pop-up box. To enter the operation interface, we can see the 2D image on the left side of the view area, and on the right side is the MIP image. The 2D and MIP signs are displayed on the lower left corners. In 2D view window there is a sliding bar. We can drag the slider or scroll the mouse wheel to browse the entire series of 2D images. When browsing the images, we need to pay attention to the window width and window level. Adjust it to the appropriate value, so that we can distinguish blood vessels and brain tissue. On the bottom of the 2D window, we can see numbers like 1st and 18. The number before the slash indicates the current displaying series number, and the number after the slash indicates the series number in total, and the number 18 displayed behind represents the current displaying image number. The exam data we are using here is a single series exam, so here is displayed as 1st. On the right side is the functional toolbar area. Patient information is displayed on the top. At the upper and lowermost of the functional toolbar, there are some general tools. Includes default, pan, zoom, window width and window level adjustment. 2D browsing. Click to quickly open the image viewer for quick browsing, and also can perform operations such as window width and window level adjustment, annotating measurement, etc. Bookmark. This tool is used when the current post-processing needs to be interrupted. We can use the bookmark to save the current processing state, and next time when we need it, we can load it directly to continue the processing. The 5 buttons from left to right are Reset. After clicking, the image return to the initial state, which means to restore the image processing result to the state when just loaded into the brain perfusion analysis interface. Sent to film. After clicking, the selected images will be sent to film layout. Send to report. After clicking, the selected images will be sent to the report layout for the report editing. Save. After clicking, we can save the selected images as DICOM images or screenshots to the database or local disk. Tools. Click to open the tool interface. There are functions like measurement, annotating, screen recording, etc. In the preset window width and window level drop-down menu, we can switch to the desired window width and window level. The center of the functional toolbar is the brain perfusion analysis specific tools. Register. Left-click this button to align the images, to ensure that all the images center are at the same position. Smooth image. Left-click on this button, we can reduce the image noise, and the images will become smoother, so that we can improve the processing results. Parameter. This the setting of the image smoothing function in front. After selecting, there will be a pop-up box to set the smoothing method and smoothing times. The default smoothing method is Gaussian and the smoothing times is 1 time. It is recommended to use the default parameters. But we can choose the appropriate smoothing times according to the image noise. And the smoothing times are up to 5 times. Below the 3 function keys, there is the list of images to be deleted. During the analysis, we may find that some images do not meet the diagnostic requirements. For example, there are motion artifacts in some images. In this case, we can delete the images. We can click the Add icon in the upper right corner of the list to add the images here, and then we can see the Generate New Series button in the lower right corner of the list. After confirming the image to be deleted, click this button to generate a new series for analysis. Below it is the automatic playback function and playback speed settings for browsing 2D images easily. Under the automatic playback function, there is the histogram. Click on it to see the CT value distribution map. Adjust the red lines and observe the image. The skull shouldn't be stained. And then click the tissue extraction button. The skull has been removed from the image. Now click the Next Step button to enter the artery and vein definition interface. In this interface, we can see the 2D image on the left, and the time density curve TDC below it, and the MIP image is on the right. We browse through the 2D images and find the image where the arteries and veins are both enhanced, then click on the Regionally Define Artery. Draw an ROI on the artery and then click Regionally Define Vein. Draw an ROI on the venous sinuses. Two curves appear on the time density curve. The red one represents artery and the blue one represents vein. In addition to the regionally defined artery and vein functions, we can also see the single point to define artery and vein functions, which are used when the vessel is thin. When the vessel is big enough, we recommend using the regionally defined artery and vein functions. Click on the Compute button. We enter the functional analysis interface. The view area is distributed as the 2D image in the upper left corner. The time density curve is below it, and the pseudo-color images are in the upper right corner, respectively representing CBV cerebral blood volume, CBF cerebral blood flow, MTT mean transit time, TTP time to peak for perfusion parameters. Below which are the ROI statistics table and the low perfusion statistics table. The 5 buttons on the right, all, CBV, CBF, MTT, TTP, they correspond to the 5 ways to display the pseudo-color images. Under it is the Remove Vessel button. TDC. This button is used to set whether or not to display the arterial and venous curves on the time density curve. Show center line, to display the center line of the brain on the 2D image, which facilitates the analysis of the low perfusion area. Show vessel, to set whether or not to display blood vessels. Fusion display. The pseudo-color image can be fused with the 2D image. The lower part is the adjustment of the fusion degree. These are the ROI tab and low perfusion tab. First, we select the Draw Ellipse ROI. In the 2D image, draw an ROI and then click Mirror ROI. The center line is used as a reference, and the opposite part automatically displays the mirrored ROI. We can see that the corresponding information of the 2 ROIs is displayed on the time density curve and the ROI statistics table. Next, we select the Low Perfusion tab, and then click the Compute button. The low perfusion area will be displayed on the 2D image, and the low perfusion statistics table will display the analysis results. Below the Compute button, we can select the low perfusion display area on the 2D image, where green indicates possible ischemic area, red indicates severe ischemia, Green indicates that MTT is 1.5 times of the contralateral side. And red indicates that on top of the condition of green, the CBV is less than 2. The introduction of the brain perfusion analysis plugin is stopped here. Thank you for watching.